I just absolutely cannot stand the metric system. It's horrible. Watching the Brickyard 400 right now. We got a cycle of green flag pit stops going on. Cedric, William Byron, Carson Hocevar, Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, Chris Buescher are the top 7, so that's cool. Yeah. I'm genuinely not sure what the rest of my day looks like. Might play some F1, might do some achievement hunting. I was playing House Flipper a little while ago. Or not House Flipper, Balatro a little while ago. Apparently, YouTube thinks that Balatro needs to be age restricted. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Balatro being age restricted kind of froze with the gambling and stuff, I guess. But you're not really. Well, I guess it is gambling. I don't really get how it's gambling, but I guess it is. It's one of those things that I don't quite understand. Chris Buescher's in 6th, Brad Keselowski's in 18th, and Ryan Preece is in 31st. They just gave the RFK Racing Spotlight, which is fun. We're on lap 77 of 160, so 81 is halfway. Well, 80 is half. Completion of lap 80, working lap 81 is halfway. My back is in so much pain, and I am not a fan of that. I was playing Road to the Show earlier, MLB The Show, Road to the Show. Set the home run record in 63 games. Set the RBI record in 63 games. Scored 123 runs. Stole 5 bases. What else happened? Ended up with getting the Mariners to their first World Series ever, which was cool. You can watch the video. It's on my channel. Sometimes I don't fully understand how live video views and watch time are calculated, because it said I had 7.3 hours of watch time on my video yesterday, and the average view was 5 hours and 53 minutes, or 5 minutes 53 seconds. Oh, we got Cole Custer. Got a right rear tire going down. Cole Custer's got a right rear tire going down. He just came out the short chute onto the back. We got William Byron coming down pit road. William Byron's going to come down pit road. Hope there's not a caution, but if there is a caution, he's on pit road before it hits. Working lap 79 of 160. 21 to go in the stage. 21 to go in the stage. 22 to go on the stage, actually. Stage 2, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. All right, Cole Custer's not smoking as much, but he's still coming around. He's going to make it to pit. Looks like he should make. Yep, he's made it all the way around to pit road. Very good, excellent. No caution. William Byron's down and away. Austin Cindric has a 6-second lead over Carson Hocevar. That's wild. I was looking at my my statistics earlier of live and watch time and everything, and 7.3 hours of watch time from a live video yesterday. That was pretty cool. Almost 30 hours or 22 hours of watch time on YouTube yesterday, but that includes shorts, doesn't include just videos. I gotta actually go in and look at the video watch time in a little bit. Because I think that's something I want to look at. I'm at 1188 for the last 365 days. I'm sure I can make more than that over the next few weeks. Carson Hocevar is coming down for his green flag service. There is the potential for weather in Speedway, Indiana. We'll see how that goes. We also got the Mariners game coming up in a little bit. It's on Roku. I'm not 100% sure how to even watch that, because I don't know if I even have the Roku app. I had a Roku TV for a little while. It was cool. Did not realize that I was able to switch cameras by just tapping on the screen. That's pretty cool. Super useful for the future, because I might be doing some live streaming tomorrow when I'm at Grandma's house. That'll be fun. I gotta go to Grandma's house, because Grandma's got a doctor's appointment, and Mom's gotta drive her, so I gotta take care of Grandpa. Hello! How are we doing today? I'm just sort of hanging out, watching a Brickyard 400, chatting. Thinking about Grandma's appointment tomorrow is with the cardiologist. Yeah, the cardiologist, because she had a heart attack in 2017 and spent 56 days in the hospital. Came home. Grandpa got real bad with the dementia right around that same time too, so it wasn't fun. Hello. Kevin Hart is in the chat. Well, that's pretty cool. But yeah, Grandma had a heart attack in 2017, spent 56 days in the hospital. And then she had a whole bunch of, home treatment and all sorts of stuff. And she didn't recover perfectly, because obviously you never recover perfectly after a heart attack. But she recovered a bit. But she still has, I think the doctor said her ejection fraction last time was 30%. And it's supposed to be 50 to 55. So her ejection fraction's really low. Oh, no! Austin Cindric's got a right rear tire down. That's the race leader. Cindric, he's slow. He's going to make it to pit road. We stay... actually, maybe not. I can't tell what's going to happen here. Was that 2 or 4? Oh, he's going to lose a lot of time. He's just coming out of 2 with a really bad... Oh, that's a lot of smoke. They might have to throw the caution for that. But yeah, and then Grandpa's got dementia, so he can't be home alone. He's not at risk for elopement or anything because he's bedbound, but because he's on hospice, he needs to have somebody with him at all times just in case. And also so we know, hey, he's dead. We should probably do something about that. Call hospice, call the funeral home, all that stuff. Get that taken care of. Call the priest, call the rest of the family and be like, hey, your grandfather or whatever died or anything like that. Because, the whole family doesn't live in the same place, so get everybody around. What? So, get everybody around into one place. That's kind of important. Not much other than that. Well, hello, Alana. But yeah, so that's at 9 a.m. tomorrow that we got to be at... Grandma's got to be at the doctor at 9 a.m., so we got to be at Grandma's house by 8:15. And then the hospice aide doesn't come till 9:30. And then the regular aide comes at 10:15. And that's when Grandpa eats. He gets cleaned up by the hospice aide at 9:30. And then he gets the regular aid at 10:15, depending on what time he actually gets there. And then that's when he eats. And honestly, some of the food that he eats is just what? My grandma's been microwaving him eggs. I don't know if you've ever seen a microwaved egg, or smelled a microwaved egg, but it's one of the worst things I've ever seen. Oh, that tire is absolutely destroyed. Bubba Wallace leads from Chase Briscoe. Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick, Todd Gilliland, Ryan Blaney, Zane Smith, Christopher Bell, John Hunter Nemechek, and Brad Keselowski at Indianapolis. I think I'm going to do some achievement hunting later tonight, because the SRX game, I've got like 4 or 5 achievements I can still get in there. I got 4 or 5 achievements I can still get in Heat 5. I got some achievements I can still... Well, I got tons of achievements I can still get in the show. I actually have a few achievements I can still get in the show 24. And 20. Well, 23 I have 1 achievement left, and it's make a diving catch. And I think 24 as well. I think those are there's 2 achievements that I still have left in the show, 23 and 24. And I don't think I'm going to get them. Because I can't, make the diving catch. I just can't make the diving catch. And now, also, you don't even always get opportunities to make the diving catch in the show. A lot of times, you'll get fly balls, and you'll just go and catch them. And it's just like, yeah, there's not really a chance to actually make the diving catch, so you just are like, okay. And, that's why it's the last 40... It's the last 40 gamer score to perfect the game. Obviously, it's not an easy one. In 25, one of the achievements is win the World Series, no simulation. Hold on. Oh yeah, all that. Let's see if this is working right now. Who the hell? Oh, that was Ross Chastain. Okay. Please work. Thank you. $50% off. 50% off? But it's not telling me what I'd get 50% off of. So that's not really worth it. The remote control feature lets you control your active screen from your phone. Oh dear, we got Eric Almirola in the... No, that's not Eric Almirola. Who's in the 43? Need to check something over here. Why is that on this one? That's weird. It's really weird. What am I looking for? I'm looking for dashboard. Content. Not much really happening today. Really not much happening at all, but yeah. Caution here with 9 laps to go in the stage. So that's going to be interesting to see how that ends up going. Because with 9 laps left in the stage, you know you've got... And as you've got time... Phone 12.5% on a computer. Huh. Watch time hours by device. Obviously, it's not going to upload yet because it's not even actually been published. What the hell did I just do? I don't want to do that. Engagement 0.5 hours of watch time, but obviously that's higher. So I've been live for 18 minutes. So obviously each time data for impressions is displayed up to the minute. 103 views. Overview 0.6 hours of watch time. 104 views. I'll probably end up going and streaming some gaming later. No, that's not what I wanted to do. What's CloudBot do? What did I just click on? Hello. You know what? Skip. Yeah. Oh, analytics. Huh. Oh, this is just for Twitch. Average view time, 44 hours, 29 seconds. What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. Growth, revenue, subscription history, stream history, chat box. Hide chat box. Hide command starting with Matt. Oh, I don't know what's going on with that. That's actually kind of interesting that the audio is cutting in and out. Because like that shouldn't happen when I'm on the phone. Unless I was covering it up. There's a chance that I was doing that. There is a chance that I was covering it up. Browse themes. The mic shouldn't be broken. If it is, I'm gonna have to put an insurance claim in on the phone. I got a mic for my computer if I do stream there, but yeah, that's kind of weird that happened. What just happened here? Why am I seeing chat faster than here? What's going on here? Oh, that's why I couldn't see chat earlier on stream, is because I had it at a white background. I don't know, but you know what? It's building my watch time, so that's a thing. Because I need to get up to 4,000 hours of watch time up here on YouTube in order to start making money on YouTube. So we're doing that. We're gonna play some other game. We're gonna play some games and stuff later. So that's a thing. That's a thing that happens. I don't actually know what's going on here. Back. Streamlabs home. Why do I have 29 notifications? What? 500 subs. So 500 subs is the easy part. Yeah, 500 subs is the easy part, and the reason I say 500 subs is the easy part is because I already have it. Oh, Steve in the chat. Okay. I was wondering what you were talking about and got really confused because I'm like, who is Steve? And then I saw that Steve's in the chat. And I was like, okay, that's a whole thing. Yeah. Huh, that actually works. I can use the monitor while I wait for the ring light to get repaired. Cool. Cool, that works for now. And I can look in Streamlabs and look at anything. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, fix that. And then, what, did I break the chat? Oh, yeah, I think I did. That's fine. Yep, yeah, I'll save that. Custom website, desktop, app store, what? Oh, I don't need to look at that. Recent events. What's that do? Recent events, integration with Kick is here. Oh, no stream keys needed, alerts, multi-stream. Oh, that's cool. Bum 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 boom 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 boom. Yes. Yes. Why did my mouse on the floor? That's frustrating. So you got the mouse on the floor here. We're gonna fix that in a second. Thanks, Rico. Yeah, No. No, 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 no. No, we don't need to do any of that. What? I don't know what that does. Well, what? That seems like a problem. I'm gonna take a look here at this thing called my analytics. Where did it go? Where did it go? What's that say? View and live control. Oh! I forgot that that's a thing, the live control room. Chat rate 10, views 201 average view variation. Video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, that's fine, yeah. Boom. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Scheduled for July 27th, 2025 at 3:30 p.m. We got a restart here with 4 to go. Ryan Blaney takes the lead from William Byron. We got Brad Keselowski in third, Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, and we've got Larson's going down in the short chute into turn 3. Larson's got about 0.2 of a second behind William Byron. Brian Blaney. Ryan Blaney is gaining. Ryan Blaney looks like he is going to be able to take this. And Joey Logano outside Alex Bowman through 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. And he is going to... they're going to be side by side at the start-finish line. And that's going to be Tyler Reddick going underneath him, and he is wobbling. It's not Tyler Reddick, that's Carson Hocevar. Why is that Carson Hocevar? Can you grab the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit? I've never actually made any edits. That's not really a thing that I've done. I've really been learning about editing recently. If you'll notice, like, my videos recently have been edited, like basic editing, like stitching videos together, stuff like that. That was never really a thing that I actually knew how to do, but I recently learned how to do it because I was just like, I might as well. Especially because, like, there's the chance that I could end up at some point making videos that are longer. There's a few videos that I want to do that are a little bit different than that, but editing could be fun. I've considered things like going ahead and taking like baseball clips and editing them together. Who needs Eugenio Suarez the most? Us, the Mariners. We need Eugenio Suarez the most. Give him to me. Put him back on the Mariners now. Put him back on the Mariners now. Eugenio Suarez deserves to be on the Mariners because he is here comes Larson. We got 1 to go, stage 2. Larson's about 0.1 of a second behind Blaney into turn 1. Blaney's going to get a little bit of an advantage here. We got Hamlin lurking just a little bit behind him, about 4 car lengths back. Blaney gets another 2-3 car lengths out of the short chute going down to the back straightaway. final lap of the stage. Coming down the back straightaway, you got Larson just behind Blaney. Going to the short chute into out of turn 3. Larson is 0.3 back, about 5 car lengths back. I don't think anything's going to happen with that. So we got to go ahead and wait for that to see what happens. Blaney off turn 4, and here is the green and white checkered flag. Blaney from Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin in third. And then William Byron, Brad Keselowski, Alex Bowman, Carson Josephat, Joey Logano, Chris Buescher, Bubba Wallace. Games? I'll play games later. I don't want to play games now because I'm streaming on my phone and I genuinely don't know how that would work. Like, at all. I don't think it would work. Like, do I play, like, Bejeweled? And I don't think that would work at all, but, you know, maybe. We got 50-50, 60 to go. Current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. I don't care. Oh, the bit rate is 0? That doesn't make any sense. $270 viewers, 32-second average views, so that's over 2 hours of watch time, which is really good for me. Whoever's liking the video, thank you. Thank you for liking the video. I also want to check on something else. Oh, yeah, Twitch. I'm going to just check and see how that's working. The K-Master is live with 26 viewers. That's cool. I've met one of 4 requirements to hit affiliate, which is 25 followers, 4 days a month, 4 hours a month, 3 average viewers on 4 different days. So, yeah, nice, and that's a thing to think about. I would love to actually reach affiliate, but I don't know if that'll happen for a while. I'm going to play some games later today. There's one person watching on Twitch. One person watching on Twitch? Maybe 2? I have the chat box up. What? What? Do you hear the people singing this? I want to get the, whatchamacallit, the WWE 2K game and F125 this year, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. I might play House Flipper later. That might be a fun game to play. House Flipper might be a fun game to play because I've played it for a little bit. House Flipper. I'm looking for achievements. Finish the game, earn your first million, earn... What? Oh, there are 81 achievements? What? Junior oh my god. Complete every job all the way. Sell 50 homes. I haven't actually gotten that, so I'll get that soon. Because I'll play for a little bit. And then a bunch of secret achievements. It says 12 hours to beat the game, which I have 1.8 days, so obviously I've done more than 12 hours. 27 hours for main plus extra, and 46 hours for a completionist. Let's look at Balatro. Balatro, I have 6.3 days. Supposed to beat it in 7 hours. 44 hours of main and extras, and completion it is 238. Which is just absolutely wild, home. F125. Is it on? Nope, I have a free trial, though. I have a free trial to F121, so I might get that later. I might get that. Home recently added a Game Pass, game deals, picks for you. Crime Scene Cleaner, Power Wash Simulator. Go-to game. Possible Ultimate Satisfaction Bundle. What? Oh, sheesh. 2080 gamer score with 100 trophies. That's interesting. I am considering getting it. I've been told that it's a pretty good game. Hello, Mulkey. Mainly because I've heard that Power Wash Simulator is a good game, so I'm thinking about just getting it. Plus, it's on Game. Oh no, it's not on Game Pass anymore. You get a 10% discount, or a little over. You get a discount for getting it, though. So getting a discount's cool. I always love getting discounts. Medieval Dynasty. That looks fun. Road 96. I did not like that game. Spray Paint Simulator. Most popular Game Pass. COD. I've never actually played COD, so I might try and see what happens. I hope there's, like, a story mode or something, because that would be cool. Always love story mode. Story mode, I think, is the best thing ever in video games. I have Kingdom Hearts on Steam. I've been considering playing that and streaming it, but I don't want to do that until after I've played the tutorial. Speaking of the tutorial, I'm gonna... Hello, hi. You apparently have the #1 crown. Which is cool. Always happy when people have #1s. Of course, sometimes when you have a #1, that means you become a target and people try to get the #1 from you. Has anything happened over in Major League Baseball? MLB trade rumors. Yankees rumors. Mets designate Jose Castillo for assignment. Okay, for Gregory Soto, who was acquired from the Orioles on Friday. Rangers interested in O'Hara as reliever and a right-handed bat. Oh, Dipoto says we're going to be aggressive in the search for a high-end reliever. Oh, that's exciting. Reds seeking middle-of-order bat, bullpen upgrades. Royals place Bubik on IL with rotator cuff strain. Alejandro Kirk on the 7-day concussion IL. That sucks. Jock Cagliano on the 10-day IL. And then the Dodgers are interested in Harrison Bader. In terms of the Mariners game right now, J.P. Crawford just struck out to open the game. Julio Rodriguez up to bat and in play-outs. Julio Rodriguez lines out to left fielder Taylor Ward. Okay. Okay, that's a thing that happened. Not great, but it is what it is. Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Will you join in our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me? Beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see? Then join in the fight that gives you the right to be free. 57 to go. Looking at this, 421 total views with 4 concurrent viewers, which is cool. Because for every minute, that means I'm gaining 4 minutes of watch time, which means I only need 15 minutes of watch time, or 15 minutes of being live to gain 1 hour. obviously that's a whole thing. Right, I was going to open the Steam store. I wanted to check something out there for House Flipper. Steam, where are you? Where is Steam? Steam! There's Path of Exile, Kingdom Hearts. Did I accidentally delete the Steam store? Knowing me, that's a thing I could have done. Zoom, Chrome. Ah, Steam, it's next to EA Play. Hello, Cindy. How are you doing today? I am trying to maybe think about getting House Flipper. Yeah, I said hi. How are you doing? Just wondering how you're doing today. House Flipper includes 2 games for $23.87. Bundle info. Bundle info. House Flipper 2, House Flipper for 43. I have to check some things out. Because I have money coming in soon, and I think that'll be something I end up spending it on, is a game. And I want to stream House Flipper, because House Flipper is fun. Aquarium designer for $2. What? I'm buying that, or I'm adding it to my cart. Continue shopping, because Aquarium Designer looks really cool. Counter-Strike 2, Octopath Traveler franchise sale, publisher sale, sci-fi and cyberpunk anime free-to-play. Not free-to-play anime, but anime then free-to-play. I didn't want to click on anime. I want to watch anime later. I wanted to click on free-to-play. See if there's anything good. Especially now that Steam gives you achievements and everything. I love achievements. I think they're the coolest thing. Number go up. We got a restart with 56 to go for the NASCAR Cup Series at the Brickyard 400. What's this? Oh, I can create a poll in chat. That's pretty cool. We're here for the final stage. Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin on the front row. Kyle Larson's turned over 1,000 laps at Indianapolis Motor Speedway this year. He actually took out the points leader yesterday in the Xfinity Series, and Larson's going to take the lead from the inside, Hamlin outside. Larson in the blue, Hendrick Motorsports, HendrickCars.com, Chevrolet, and Denny Hamlin in the blue, Joe Gibbs Racing, Progressive Toyota. Absolutely astonishing how close those two cars look. I miss when Denny Hamlin had that black and silver FedEx car. I thought that was one of the nicest cars. Hello, South Africa. That's a country I've heard some things about, good and bad, but honestly, you could probably say that about every country. Thank you. I actually got it at the thrift store for $1.99. It was one of those really cool bargain bin. I was like, this looks nice. I'm going to get it. And then I saw the price, and I was like, it's $1.99. Even if I wasn't, sold on it before, I am now. It's perfect. I love when I get to buy things for like $1.99, $2.99, stuff like that. Larson has the lead from Hamlin, Byron, Hocevar, Logano, Wallace, Reddick, Busher, Briscoe, Preece. But yeah, I really would like to do more traveling. The last real travel I did was to, real big travel I did was, well, the last time I stayed in a hotel was just I needed to be in an area that was far away from my house, but it was still in the same city. To run a convention, I needed to be close to where I was. And then after that, I needed the... and then I worked at a hotel for 4 days last week, which... It was awful. The hotel might have had bed bugs. I'm not 100% sure. There were reviews that said they had bed bugs, and then I didn't see any, but, yeah. Speaking of, I'm going to go look up some of the reviews right now. Ah! No! I clicked on the back button on my mouse. Do you hear the pee of you all reviews? I'm gonna look for most recent. Oh, wow. Wow. They said the door didn't work to their room and that the manager was going to reach out to them and the manager never did. That's wild. Oh, Marvel Rivals. Apex Legends, Delta Force, Team Fortress. We're going to go ahead and get this Pyramid Builder thing. Pub Life Simulator. No. Dog walking simulator. I'll just go downstairs and walk put the dog on the leash and then we'll walk. Brain Rot Battle Royale. 100 Cat Lost in Japan, Fishing Friends, Cartoon Survivor. Looking over at MLB. Nothing after 1 for the Mariners. Which is good, because we like it when it's nothing after 1. Because that means the Angels didn't score after we scored. Or after we didn't score. So that's good. We're going to probably try to get there. Cal hit his 40th yesterday. Julio's hit 4 in this series. He's just as good as against the Angels as Mike Trout is against us in our stadium. So that's awesome to have somebody like that. Julio's home and away splits this year have been wild. He's a 77 WRC plus at home and like 160 on the road, which is just doesn't make any sense, but Italian or Ethiopian? So I've never tried Ethiopian, so I don't know. I want to try Ethiopian food, but I've never had the opportunity to. So I would say if you've tried it and you like it, I would go with the Ethiopian. If you've never had it, I would go with the Italian. It's a free-to-play sports game? 3 Rec Room Speed Storm. MLB Rivals, what? How does this game work? You know what? I'm adding it to my library, and we'll see how it goes. Kyle Larson still leads by 0.4 of a sec, about half a second over Denny Hamlin. You tried it once. If you liked it, then I'd probably go and get it. Racing games. I do like Asian food. I absolutely love Asian food. Chinese food, Japanese food. The Chinese restaurant at the mall that I frequent actually just closed, which is unfortunate because like they've been there for years. So, drug schedule? What? Huh? Okay. They got a drug schedule game called Drug Stealing. That's basically just Drug Stealing Simulator. The stream keeps buffering. I don't know what's going on. But thanks for letting me know. I don't actually know what's going on with it because I'm streaming from my phone and I've been live for an hour and sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. The Wi-Fi signal's strong. The cell signal's not, but I'm on Wi-Fi. The cell signal's not strong, but I'm on the Wi-Fi, so that's weird. Drug Dealer Simulator 2. What? 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 Why is this a game? First-person co-op sim set in a dynamic open world. Make context. Manage your cartel. That sounds astonishingly interesting. Carson Hocevar. You can make it on fuel for 42 laps here. Honestly, the Brickyard 400, it's one of those races that's like, eh. If you know what I mean, it's like, eh. What am I looking for? One viewer. Cool. That's on Twitch. And that's because I didn't announce that I was going to be on Twitch. I just multi-stream to YouTube and Twitch. And, like, honestly, if I can start making money on YouTube, that would be great. Joey Logano down to pit road. Okay, they are trying to stretch this. And I think Joey's going to lose a lap. Your store. I'm going to look for what's recommended for me from Steam. Home. Tags trains, economy, management, action RPG, and horror. I don't need I want a Switch 2 and a Steam Deck, so I've got a few things that I'm going to do over the next couple weeks with that. Well, I got fired from the hotel. That's a whole thing. That's a whole thing, but we're not going to talk about that. Larry Bird. What? Larry Bird was a pretty good basketball player. I never, like... Excuse me. Because, like, I didn't really start watching the NBA until, like, 2012, 2013. Steph Curry was really kind of why I started watching the NBA. I just started watching him. I was like, dude can hit threes. I really like this guy. And then I just sort of... my hatred for LeBron knows no bounds, and it started in 2016. In the 2016 NBA Finals when we blew a 3-1 lead to LeBron. And ever since, I have despised LeBron. And just, like, I just can't deal with him. Highly recommend one of these. It's a Circle water bottle. Not sponsored or anything. I just think that it's delicious. Just for that, I'm going to go take all of the welfare in the world. I will just make all of the welfare mine. There will be no welfare left in the world. Do I want to play Flat Earth Simulator? You know what? I've played it for 10 minutes and I've got 22 of 42 achievements. I kind of want to see if I can get the other 22 play. Might include information that is highly contested by the established consensus. I'm playing Flat Earth Simulator. I might actually play Universe Sandbox later. I don't know what I want to do today. Start. Hold on, I gotta turn the volume off on this. What the hell happened here? Mute. Okay. Hold right mouse button. Use scroll wheel to zoom. I'm going to zoom in as far as I can on this. Kyle Larson's on pit road. What's this? Sun size. Wow. Sun distance. Orbit of sun. Very close. Ooh. Moon size. Moon distance. Orbit of moon. Interesting that they call it an orbit. Bloom effect. Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't know what's going on with this. This game is weird. I got it because I was just like, there are 42 achievements in the game now. Visual updates. This time. Stream is lagging. Thanks. I'm going to try to figure that out. What are the achievements? Achievements. Alright, so just type it. Type Flat Earth. I did that. Click all waypoints. Thanks for playing. Dawn of the Third Day. Moon Man. Size up the moon. End times. Crash the sun into the flat Earth. Oh, I did it. Change the sun's orbit. It's time to enable time zones in the menu. Is it flat? Yes, it's flat, not a sphere. Explore the Atmo plane. Watch the whole intro. Oh. Okay. I gotta go ahead and go in there and watch the whole intro. Find Disappointment Island. Feeding Frenzy 2 Shipwreck Showdown. There are no achievements for that. Cookie Clicker. I'm at 435, a 637 on that. Doki Doki Literature Club. Kingdom Hearts. I did not want to do that. Achievements. 197 achievements. Wow. Pyramid Valley. No achievements, but I can actually go ahead and do some fun stuff and build cities. SimCity used to be one of my favorite games, but unfortunately it's been not really a thing recently. What's going on is I'm just sort of chatting, watching Indianapolis Brickyard 400. 25 laps, working lap 25 of 60, lap 125 of 160 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the Brickyard 400. They're in the middle of a green flag pit cycle, so anything can happen. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. What are the achievements in that? There's no achievements in it? Oh no, there's achievements. There's 11 achievements. Special summon 50 monsters. Duel in standard. Activate 100 more spells. Necromancer. Oh, I could probably get that without even actually trying to win at Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll go in and probably play that for a little bit, see if I can get those 11 achievemements or something. I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to be a game I like to play, but it got too fast. That's why I don't really play Standard for Magic right now. I play Commander. This is an AI-generated commercial for the Ark Museum, which is a museum about Noah's Ark. That's a thing. Those are words that have come out of my mouth. I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why, but they have. With 5.2 or 5.7 hours of watch time. Huh. La da 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 da. I think that's going to be something I do later, is do a reaction video to Andy Ditch, which will be YouTube only. That's fine. Hulk Hogan is God. I'm confused. Oh, Christmas tree, la da 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 da. Well, you're walking through a city street, you could be in Peru, and you hear a distant calling, and you know it's meant for you. And you stop what you were doing, and you join the merry mob, and before you know just where you are, you're in an Irish pub. They've got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job. 'Cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. They've got one in Honolulu, they've got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. I think later there's some Andy Ditch videos that I want to watch that he uploaded, or not that he uploaded, but that the Abuse and Faker uploaded about some of the stuff that he's been doing. Absolutely astonishing, some of the stuff that he's said and done. Andy Ditch is a guy who poisoned his family in 2019 and has been caught faking autism and trying to use it to get social services and home health care and group home stuff that he is not entitled to. He's been doing this over the course of a bunch of years. He poisoned his family in 2019 and admitted to it, though the charges were dismissed. He admitted to putting a bunch of magnesium sulfate, which is a laxative, into his family. What? Into his family's food back in 2019. It was a whole thing. And then I guess he's been in a group home somewhere in Pennsylvania for the last 6-7 months. Hello, Clowning Glory. Actually, I got to talk to that person who just posted it, because I was building I'm building a sacred object. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause. Huh? I can't actually see what that says, so hold on. Hello, Snack. The point of abolishing the metric system is that I hate the metric system. I think that it's evil, and also Ferrari created it, and also it's satanic, so we need to get rid of it because it's not American. We absolutely need to get rid of the metric system so that America can have the correct measuring system, because honestly, the way our measuring system works is just ridiculous, that there's a metric system. It should not be allowed. The one thing that America is best at is measuring things. You can tell me that something's 10 kilometers away. I don't know what that means. But if you tell me it takes 3 football fields to stop my semi-truck, I know what that means. Metric is like not a real measurement. It's like not any good. Also, don't even get me started on Celsius. Celsius is the worst temperature measuring system of all time. And like it's like worse. Thoughts on Hulk Hogan? Interesting wrestler. Some of his stuff was good, some of his stuff was bad. Joey Logano's got a flat right rear. Flat right rear. I didn't like the racism that Hogan did, obviously. I also didn't like the lies he told, which were arguably just as bad as the racism, because they actively harmed people as well. Such as that time he said that Undertaker broke his neck, which Undertaker never broke his neck. You can look at the Tombstone pile driver. Undertaker never had him fall on the chair. He said that he wrestled 400 days in a year. That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean he wrestled 400 days in a year? Nobody can do that. There aren't 400 days in a year. Last I checked, that there's 365.25 days in a year, right? Like that's the thing. That's 365.25 days in a year. But yeah, but apparently he said going back and forth to Japan gave him an extra 45 days. Which, no, you don't get an extra 45 days. That's not a thing. Nobody gets an extra 45 days. You just don't. You just don't. That's not a thing. But yeah. Yeah, it's a thing. 852 views. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I don't know how it's rage bait when Hogan wrote it in his book. Hogan wrote in his book that he wrestled 400 times in a year. He wrote that in the book. In the autobiography. Hulk Hogan. And then also when he destroyed WCW, partially his fault. Ted Turner and Eric Bischoff have. Yes, I agree with you, Osmond. Please don't spam the chat with that. Please don't spam the chat with that. And then on top of that, the whole steroid trial thing. The whole steroid trial thing was interesting. It changed. It would improve schooling because kids wouldn't have to learn two measuring systems. You just go in and be like, yep, that's a foot, that's a pound, go do science with it. And that might actually be helpful because a lot of kids really hate when you're told, hey, you do pounds, feet, all that stuff, and then they go to their science class in freshman year of high school, and like, yeah, we're using kilograms and grams and all that other stuff. And it's like, this is evil. Why are we doing that? Why is my live coming up on the shorts feed? Oh, because I'm vertical. Oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. I didn't realize that would be a thing. That's cool. That's pretty cool. That happened. Hello. But yeah, my thinking with Hogan is, what are you doing? Hogan. I don't even have the full list of Hogan's lies because, like, there's so many of them. But also, like, WCW, it wasn't entirely Hogan's fault. Part of it was Hogan's fault. Part of it was Ted Turner didn't care anymore. Part of it was Eric Bischoff doesn't know what he's doing. And a big part of it was Vince Russo doesn't know what he's doing. Vince Russo, not only does he not know how to entertain somebody, not only does Vince Russo not know how to entertain people, Vince Russo doesn't know how to promote wrestling. Vince Russo came up with a couple of the weirdest matches I've ever seen. Judy Bagwell on a forklift match. What is a Judy Bagwell on a forklift match? I don't know. You don't know. Buff Bagwell doesn't know. Vince Russo knows. And then that happens. And then there's a Judy Bagwell on a pole match. Doesn't make any sense. Vince Russo doesn't make any sense. You know what? I think I hate Vince Russo as much as Jim Cornette hates Vince Russo. That's pretty hard. And then on top of that, other things that Vince Russo did. Yeah, I understand. For a lot of people, Hogan was a part of their childhood. For me, when I was like really young, Hogan was just some guy who was around that wrestled a little bit. A lot of the wrestlers that were around when I was a kid. John Cena, early John Cena. Early John Cena, Triple H, Undertaker. I remember when I was a kid, I would come home and watch Friday Night SmackDown, and yes, when they made everyone part of the NWO, that really did. You can't have everybody be part of the same faction. You just That you can't do that. It's not a thing. But then on top of that, on top of the Judy Bagwell on a forklift match, they had a Viagra on a pole match. Like I get it. Viagra was this big thing, and Viagra probably paid to be on Nitro. But like, what is a Viagra on a pole match? Why is a Viagra on a pole match? Yeah, Hulk Hogan. I can see that. For me, I watched a lot of Triple H. I remember Undertaker was like SmackDown's big star. If you remember Teddy Long, you're going to go one-on-one with the Undertaker player. I love that. Jeff Hardy and CM Punk, watched a lot of them. Really enjoyed their career versus title steel cage match that CM Punk won. That was cool. That was really cool. Saturday night's main event between John Cena and R-Truth should have been a career versus title match, but it wasn't because it was a shoot. It wasn't a work, so they couldn't actually do that. But yeah. They actually fired Truth. And firing Truth is a bad decision. Imagine you fire like R-Truth. That'd be like firing Triple H in 2014. You don't fire Triple H. You don't fire the veteran that's been around for a while. You make sure that he's, good and he can wrestle for a little bit. Larson and Hamlin battling for 4th and 5th. I believe this is for the net lead of the race. Yes, because Blaney is 17 seconds ahead of Wallace and 18 seconds ahead of Catherine Legg. Rikishi I watched a little bit of Rikishi. I've seen some older pay-per-views because, like, with the network and with stuff being on Peacock, I can go back and watch it. A channel I highly recommend, I know he doesn't need me to recommend him because he's got, like, 20 times the followers I do, is Wrestling with Regret with Brian Zane. He really put me onto some really good pay-per-views to watch. And I really enjoyed that, some of the stuff that he showed. Because I was like, wow, some of these pay-per-views are amazing. Some of them are terrible. You just don't want to deal with it. And you're just like, okay. But yeah. Hey, 23 concurrent viewers, meaning every 1 minute of view is 23 minutes of watch time. Yeah, oh yeah, R-Truth. I think R-Truth wants to be the funny guy. I think this is just me just shooting the shit here. This is me just shooting the shit here right now. I just wanted to go live and just chat, but this is about wrestling. What I really want is R-Truth to get rewarded with a title run. Like, literally, I want R-Truth to get the WWE. I know he's a 53-time not hardcore, 24/7 champion, but giving him that WWE title one time, just to reward him for all the time he's been with the company, the solid mic skills, let him have the title from one PLE to the next PLE, and you're good. Just have him take the title off Cena at whatever Cena's last date is, and then have him maybe defend it once or twice on SmackDown or Raw. Hello, Knight. And then at Royal Rumble. At Royal Rumble, take it off him. Put it on whoever you actually want to have the title. Or even have him keep it till WrestleMania. Let him have a WrestleMania moment. Let him main event. I don't know who you give the title to. Give it to whoever you think is going to be the star. You can put it back on Cody. You can put the title on Roman. Somebody. Let Truth be that. Let Truth be that transitional guy. Because Cena's good for the business. He's going to go out on his back. He knows what's good for the business. He's going to go out on his back. But if you put that title on Truth, and then Truth thinks maybe I'll retire, you put that title on him till WrestleMania, and you give it to Cody, you give it to somebody else, you're going to have a really 15 to go. Bubba Wallace leads Kyle Larson by 5 seconds at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Oh, Bubba Wallace has the chance to become the first black man to win in Indianapolis. That's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Yeah, wrestling's pretty interesting, but a lot of times a lot of people don't know anything about wrestling just because it's kind of like niche entertainment right now. Um, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in it's not mainstream like it was back in 97 to like 2003. And that's okay. You don't have to be. As long as you have your like fans that you have for your thing. Bubba Wallace has 42% of his fuel left, 14 to go, 42 lap fuel run. Bubba Wallace, if this goes caution free, should win this race. Although Larson 0.6 faster than him last lap. Oh, that's going to get interesting. This is going to get interesting. Why is it so hot? It is like 100 degrees in this house right now, which is a little bit hotter than it is outside at like 97, which is ridiculous. 8.8 hours of watch time, yay! Okay, I want to try something on my next stream. I'm gonna ask my friend who does streams how to do it, because she uses a smartphone for her face cam, and I kind of want to do that too, because I think that would be interesting to see how it goes. I don't know. Okay, Bubba is 4.8 seconds ahead of Larson, 7 seconds ahead of Reddick, and then another half a tenth up on Byron. It's Wallace, Larson, Reddick, Byron, Hamlin, Barry, Briscoe, Bell, Busher, Hocevar. This is an... I don't actually know what you said, but the Grizzlies are a team I'm not like big. I'm not a fan of the Grizzlies, but I don't have any animosity to them other than I think that maybe they should be in the East because they're in Memphis. Why are they in the West? So with that, I say just expand 2 teams, put one in Seattle, put one in Buffalo. You can Kirk. You can subscribe to my Battle Pass for that. Wallace 4.5 seconds up on Larson. 12 to go. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the pinnacle of motorsports in not only North America but the world. One of the very first motor racing speedways ever created. The third one created in the world after Brands Hatch and the Milwaukee Mile. So it's actually the second motor racing track built in the United States of America after the Milwaukee Mile. 11 coming to 10 to go. Bubba Wallace still leads. Okay, if you farted, that's okay. Bubba Wallace the leader. Bubba Wallace coming to 10 to go. And the flagman gives out 10 to go. Wow, 31 views. That means for every minute of watch time, I get every minute that I'm live, I get half an hour of watch time. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Veronica. I don't know why when I saw Veronica, I first saw Veruca Salt, which makes no sense. Hello, Grace. How are you? I'm going to be live for a little bit longer. Then I'm going to probably... Actually, I have to talk to my mom after I'm live about Grandma and Grandpa. Grandpa's on hospice, and me and Mom have to go help take care of Grandma and Grandpa tomorrow, which I'm totally fine with, but I got to talk to Mom about what the hell we're doing tomorrow and what the expectations are, how long we're going to have to be there. All of that's fine. It's no big deal, but yeah, it's literally no big deal at all. Hello, Grace. Larson just took off 4/10. Larson just took off 4/10. I'm alright. Hello, Kush and Corinthians? That's an interesting username. I like it. I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, I got to talk to Mom about Grandma and Grandpa. Because I'm really worried because Grandpa's on hospice. He's got real bad cancer and dementia. And Mom told me last night, hello, Wisdom. Mom told me last night that Grandpa is on some painkillers. He's on Grandpa's a Vietnam vet. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope he's feeling better. Or I hope he's feeling comfortable. But yeah, Grandpa's not doing too great. Hamlin just gets around Reddick. Hamlin gets around Reddick for 5th. Yeah, hospice. What I will say is, being on hospice ain't fun, but hospice does a lot of good for Grandpa and Grandma. What they got, and even me and my family, like my family unit, like they got a social worker that literally, if I need to talk to that social worker about what's going on with Grandpa, I can just call. There's like a phone number. If she's not available, they get me to an on-call social worker. They get me to an on-call social worker who helps me out. My mom can do that. Grandma and Grandpa can do that. I'm not Christian or anything, but Grandma and Grandpa are. They got a priest that comes to Grandma and Grandpa's house 2-3 times a week. They got a nurse that comes to Grandma's house 2-3 times a week. They got an aide that comes to Grandma's house 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and then from hospice, and then she's got a home health aide from the VA. And the home health aide from the VA is real nice. Although, the other day, my cousin apparently was at Grandma's house and tried to steal a book. And for some reason, she forgot and somehow got the aide blamed. And then we figured it out. We figured it all out. And we were like, yo, let's just go back. 3.34 seconds back for Kyle Larson from Bubba Wallace. This is interesting. Yeah, no, Grandma's locked in because we had a bad experience with the aide about 6 months ago now. So Grandma had an aide, and the aide stole $2,500 from her, and a bread maker and a panini maker. And there's a caution. So what happened with Grandma was she had a friend whose house burned down, and she had kids. And so Grandma was like, I'm going to go donate this to my friend who had a house fire. Because, they had a fire, and they need to actually get stuff. Something to help make them some food. All that. And it didn't work, because it wasn't there, because the aide stole it. And then she explained to Grandma how she fall. Caution for weather in turn 1. Oh, I'm going to be off. I'll talk to you guys. Yeah, the Veterans Affair. I'm going to be back later. I got to figure a few things out with how I want to do this face cam. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.